Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice today. And we're gonna go to Phoenix and Edgeworth, it looks like. Should be fun. Only if Edgeworth's dressed up as Maya. Dample. Maya passed out right after we found her in the tomb. Yeah, I mean, how long was she in there for? She said 6 days, right? I don't know how much food she would have got. She would have definitely had to get water, though. How much, who knows? She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. Doctor said it's just exhaustion, but I can't help but worry. What is it, Wright? Are you alright? Yeah, just thinking is all. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. We wouldn't have gotten the permission we had without you. Well, I didn't come all the way here to Crane to be useless. Speaking of I thought he was going to be like, speaking of useless. Speaking of the investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. These should prove to be useful as well. Inga's autopsy report, stabbed from behind and you're to blame. Cause of death is blood loss, time of death is approximately 3 p.m. Tomb diagram. This is the stuff we had with Apollo. Yep, okay. Can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Honestly, I'd have been lost without him these past few days. You there, Bobhead warrior, lawyer, Phoenix Wright! Huh? Oh. You're from the Grand Royal Guard, right? I am Lucky, Royal Guard member and Her Eminence's shoulder rubber. Okay. That's very specific. I mean, you're gonna have one, right? You kidding me? I don't even need royalty. If I had enough money to fucking hire my own personal masseuse, good fucking God. I'd have to have a lot of money, mind you, but still, that'd be amazing. And what does the royal shoulder rubber want with me? Wait, come to think of it, my shoulders are a bit stiff. Don't be absurd! I am here for one purpose only. I am to bring you before Her Eminence, Queen Garan, Grand Priestess of Crane. Will you comply? The Queen? What could you want with me? And why does he have to shout like that? I can't fathom why Queen Garan would summon you, but I advise you to accept Her Eminence's gracious invitation. The royal shoulder rubber lackey, was it? Oh, lackey. I get it, lackey. May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen? The name is Lackey, La''key. And I'll praise the omnipotent Queen Garan, for she has already foreseen and approved your request, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. You are both to come with me. You mean to say Queen Garan sees our every move? Yes, indeed. Her Eminence spiritual powers are immense. She can even see what's going on thousands of miles away. Right. I miss Officer Meekins. I fear I'll lose my hearing next if we don't hurry. Yeah, me too. Why would the Queen herself summon me personally? Someone's got a crush. What could she possibly be up to? I don't know, probably something fucking shady like everyone else in this fucking country. That's racist, Chronos. Have you seen this country? So you'd been here all this time. I wondered where you'd gone. Don't tell me you miss me, Edgeworth. As if. The court has been so peaceful without you around. You make it sound like I leave legal devastation in my wake. Well, don't you? Yeah. Well, right, what do you intend to do now? I was thinking, I want to help Apollo win this case. So why don't we try to gather whatever information we can? You're quite the considerate boss. Well, I kind of forced them to take care of the office in my absence, so it's the least I can do. That's actually very valid. Lawyer badge? Still at it, I see. I guess borders means little in the face of your incurable habit. Well, I heard you used to present evidence left and right during your investigations, too. That was a long time ago. In fact, they just released the remasters of those, I think. Besides, who did you hear that from? Oh, I had my sources. Oh, well, tell your sources that I look forward to his next salary review. It's ironic that the man tasked with upholding the law should end up breaking it. Why is it How did I? Okay, never mind. There we go. Back in screen. Well, it's not like we don't have our fair share of that back home. Huh. That is a thing of the past. The worst offenses have already been removed. Now that you mention it, wasn't Gaspin Payne expelled from the prosecutor's office? Yes, he was a particularly troublesome individual. I was shocked to see him resurface here in Karain, and with considerable sway, no less. I just hope he doesn't end up making a mess of things as well. Oh, okay. So that's why you got fucking kicked out. Yeah, it's actually, to be fair, was that something that was, like, brought up in the other games? Well, we know he was stupid, right? But I don't remember him purposely breaking the law, but I guess he did. Still at it, I see. I guess, oh. That body? Ironic, don't you think? It's like rain on my wedding day. Examine place. There weren't any hotels available, so this is our home for tonight. Like, that is absurd. I suppose it will do. It's a bed to sleep on. No, it's not. And a roof over our heads. There is no bed. Sorry to disappoint, but there aren't any beds. You have to sleep on the floor next to a bunch of strangers. What? Tell me there's a shower at the very least. The kitchen sink works just fine, I hear. Well, where the fuck have you been bathing the last few weeks, Phoenix? Right, he will work to bring this case to a swift resolution, like now! The sooner the better! Enter a plea deal! Does he just smell really bad? There appears to be many temples in this area. Yeah, there are always a lot of monks and worshippers praying around here. And there's tourists like us. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we have more pressing matters to attend. Then again, sightseeing with you of all people isn't exactly at the top of my list. As if we have the luxury of being so picky, Edgeworth. I'd rather go with Gumshoe. The water's so clear, it's like a window. Oh, the water's so clear, it's like a window into the soul. I wouldn't stare too hard into it, right? Or you may find all your bluffs staring right back at you. No pool gazing in front of a client. Got it. The hell's that called? A pensive? The Harry Potter thing. I think it's a real thing, Chronos. Well, it's not real. I mean, if it is, I could use it. But it might be a real bowl type thing. Ah, fuck, I'm not even gonna Google it. Who knows what will come up then? Oh. Why were we getting into battle position? Ah, the barbed-head lawyer has arrived. We bid you welcome. And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you. This place still is magnificent as last time. We have heard much about you, Barbed One. It seems your bluffs and tomfoolery tend to leave our court devastated in their wake. You're welcome. Is that what people have been saying about me? Right. Where are your manners? Your Eminence, I am both humbled and delighted to be in your presence. Oh, Your Eminence, I am both, delighted and humble. How you doing? It's all right. There's no need to keep your head bowed all day. Yes, Your Eminence. Hey, Rayfa, does that staff have any special powers? Like increase your magical powers or like, you know, cast Fyra when you use it? Rayfa is not looking so good. I guess even she can't just bounce back from her father's murder. So what can I do for you, Your Eminence? I wish to question you about something related to the case at hand. Perfect, because I have a few questions of my own. Want to see your dead husband? Please take a look at this. That reminds us of when Dirk was still practicing law. So we see that lawyers in your country also present evidence, simply to gauge the other party's reaction when all else has failed. Do not presume to use such simplistic methods on us. I was just trying to show you your dead husband. You want to see my badge? Okay. I'm gonna examine your place. It's the Grand Royal Guard. The one who came for us earlier said he's the royal shoulder rubber. Excuse me, but are each of you charged with your own specific task? I'm the royal teaser, I'm the royal taser, I'm the royal bed maker, I'm the royal bed wetter. All right, I'm sorry I asked. At this rate, one has to wonder if there's no task left unassigned by Her Eminence. Gotta delegate. I would definitely have a taster, though. I don't want to get poisoned. That's one swanky robe. Not robe, throne. I wouldn't mind taking a seat there myself. The jester in the crown. I imagine to make it quite an interesting picture. You know, Edgeworth, I hate to say this, but you're absolutely right. Nothing else? Your throne should have been made by the bones of, like, lawyers. That would have been sick. Anyways, hi, Inga's crime. We fear do not fully comprehend what has transpired, so it is that we summoned you here to further elucidate the situation. Is it true that our husband Inga had been seeking the Founder's Orb? That's right, he wanted to trade a hostage for it. That's why he abducted Maya Fey. He's a fool! Tonk. Ow! That is a lie! Phone never does such a thing! But he did abduct off Maya Fey. That much is. I want to stand here listening to nonsense. You'll pay for this, you. The punk, the tonk. Ow! Please, your benevolence. That is quite enough, Rayfa. We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. We believe we know why your father would do such a thing. Huh? We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of attaining spiritual power, and with it he intended to usurp the throne. Mother? What do you mean, Your Eminence? Inga was planning a coup, for he was dissatisfied with the current administration, and his secret police were the primary instruments of his treason. Secret police? They came up during the High Priest's murder trial too. The elite force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice, in this case, Inga. The man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group. Indeed, Inga turned the once proud force into his own private army, and he intended on using them as to launch a coup and assassinate us. So Your Eminence had no control over them? As much as it shames us to admit it, Karan is not the unified realm it would appear to be. We are truly sorry you had to witness the dirty underbelly of our kingdom. How can Father... But know that Inga could not have become king simply through our assassination. For Karan, only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne. Like literally? Or like that's just how the ruler goes? Like if I go and sit on that throne right now, will I burst into flames because I don't have spiritual power? Or nothing will happen and I'll just get executed by your guards? I see. That explains why Minister Inga was seeking the Founder's Orb. Odd one, do you recall the man known as, Oh, Peace and Understanding, right, yes. What about him? He too was involved in Inga's machinations. Inga had bought his loyalty, ordered the man to steal the orb and cover up the theft. And then he sent the orb to the US for Dr. Buff to study. It's all coming together. Oh, okay. So you already... Oh, okay, sure. So he stole the orb. Sure. Okay, yeah. Capture the infamous villain Dirk Shamati. It may prove to be the crowning achievement of our reign. Or now, perhaps the kingdom may return to peace it once knew. Oh, what a joyous day. Hail, Her Eminence! Queen Garan, Grand Princess, Priestess, not Princess, of Garain! That'd be weird if she was both Queen and Princess. I mean, I guess she was probably a princess at some point. I actually don't know the hierarchy to that. Her Eminence Spiritual Power invoked a blessing straight from the Holy Mother. Not her mother. She was dead. And useless. I can see how her cronies would be elated at the prospects. But the Queen herself seems almost giddy for someone whose husband was just murdered. Yeah, well, life insurance policies. Rayfa, on the other hand, doesn't appear to be taking it so well. Maybe she wasn't on the life insurance. About the incident that occurred 23 years ago, the one in which Dirk was accused of assassinating Queen Amara? Yes, he set fire to her private residence, burning my dear sister alive. Murdered by Austin. Only a demon would be capable of such a heinous crime. I mean, you're not wrong. But the event also set the stage for you to become a queen. What did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence? As part of our training to be queen, we served in many different governmental positions, the longest of which was as the previous Minister of Justice. It was in that position we were able to best support our elder sister, Queen Garan. Amara. Interesting that her husband's position, or at least it was. And when you ascend the throne, you pass the Defense Culpability Act. DCA. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like that in the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence? The assassination of our dear sister Amara. When the infamous villain Dirk Samadi was apprehended, he announced that he would act as his own lawyer. That's right, Dirk used to be a lawyer. Dirk had been an extraordinarily talented lawyer and highly esteemed by the people, but he falsified evidence in an attempt to win his own case. I see. When the truth of his fabrications and the assassination of the Queen came to light, the people were devastated, and trust in the legal system plummeted. Now, why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, I wonder. It wasn't me, though. That was set up! In Karain, the Hall of Justice is a sacred space where victims receive their last rites. Should the people lose their faith in it, the king would be shaken to its very core. That is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. It was the only way to keep our legal system from tumbling into the abyss. That's how you sought to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence, huh? By just eliminating defense. But the law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Now there's no one left to defend those who have been accused. We see how you could take issue with such a reality. However, we have not banned the act of lawyering itself. Those who are confident they can prove the client's innocence are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself have shown. Well, I guess so, but without lawyers, there's the possibility of false charges being filed and prosecuted. So long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials, there need to be fair of such nefarious dealings. Do you agree? What? That actually might be the dumbest thing I think I've read today, and I've been illiterate all day. So, as long as your prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials, from a prosecutor's standpoint, that means, like, they're getting convictions, right? There would need to be fair such nefarious dealings. What the fuck does that even mean? That is literally would be still what I just said. Perfect prosecutors and their perfect trials, huh? Let's not get started down this path. Look, you brought mine up, I'm gonna bring yours up. Furthermore, here in Karain, we have the divination seance. And so it is, we no longer need lawyers, for the dead do not lie. But they're usually mistaken, apparently. And actually, yes, they do, because we channeled one last time, and he fucking lied. Well, in the short time I've been here, I've beaten back false charges twice. And I found the case is built on the memories of dead less than perfect. So yeah, I do take issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least. Such relentless retort. Your reputation precedes you, Barbed One. It feels as though we ourselves are being cross-examined. Oh, no, that was my intention. Look, I will press the shit out of you. It is true that some feel the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil at best. But it is a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom can be forged. If you consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure. The fact is that following its passage, the crime rate here in Karain dropped markedly. Markedly? No. Markedly. There we go. Therefore, we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act. Really, none at all. Right, why don't we leave it at that? This isn't the court of law, after all. Yeah. So not a democracy, either. How about the Fonda orb that was exchanged for the hostage? It went missing after the murder. Would you happen to know anything about that? It's missing? I'm sure Dirk had it when he went into the tomb. If it wasn't there, I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence. In that case, then perhaps Dirk has hidden it somewhere. Incidentally, there's the matter of that horned youth you were with. Oh, you mean Apollo? From his odd hairstyle, may we assume to be a relative, perhaps your younger brother? No, you got it all right. He's Dirk's son. Well, more like foster son. Adopted son. They're not actually related by blood. Dirk's Real gods! Your Eminence! Huh? What's she whispering in there, that one guy's ear? I have a feeling that Phoenix should not have fucking said that. Thank you for your time. The two of you may go now. Yes, Your Eminence, we'll be on our way. Okay, now what? Apollo and Athena have been not have been murdered, have the murder scene investigation covered, so maybe we should go speak with the locals at the Bazaar? Ah. Do I have to? Alright. I don't really like the locals. Chronos, be nice. You made friends here. Did I? Is that the dead high priest? Roar! What? Was that a lion? Oh, that caught me by surprise too when I first heard it. It's the cry of a local bird known as a warbird. A bird? That sounds like that. Sounds more like a beast than a bird, if you ask me. It's a form of mimicry, you know, to help protect them against predators and stuff. Yes, well, can't say I've heard one quite like that before. Oh, it's more than unusual, it's endangered. It's extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. They taste delicious, though. If that's so rare, then what's one doing here in the middle of Bazaar? Yeah, me. Maybe it's got something to do with it being their national bird. Bang! Ah! I've been shot! Her! Oh, fuck. Her! Startle, you PW! What was that, Dats? I farted! That's what that was. It was kind of wet. I need to go. The defense dragon's newest weapons. I call it these puppies. Dragon snapshots. Okay. And you need those, why? Because our hard work is starting to pay off. Thanks to our TV signal hijacking and stuff, more and more people are joining our cause. But on account of that, the regime's been cracking down on us real tough like. Yeah, there's been a lot of that going around lately. You can say that again. I mean, what with the high priest's fake murder/suicide? People are calling it the DCA tragedy, and it's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully it means Trust's death won't be in vain after all. So how exactly is a handful of firecrest going to help you guys, going to be of help to you guys anyways? Simple. First, I supply them to our fellow rebels. Then we use them as diversion when we need to shake Rand's goons. Huh. Like this. Whoa. Will you cut that out? I'm not with the regime, and I'm not chasing you. Your reaction. It's priceless, PW. Get us started the Walmart too. Smirno's trying to arrest him while he's too busy laughing. You there? You are one of those insurgents, are you not? Yikes! Take that! And he's gone. Those firecrackers are more useful than I thought. Against a fucking child! Barbed head! Your benevolence! What can I do for you? Oh, sorry, Venus, I didn't mean I went to scratch my knee, and apparently Venus was using it as a fucking pillow that I didn't even notice. Your benevolence, what can I do for you? I wanted to speak with you. About what my mother said. I don't believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup. Well, I understand why you'd feel that way, but it was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him. And how do you know that? I do, because the Holy Mother guides me. And the royal, I don't tell the truth at all. Edgeworth is like, oh my god. I need to go back to the States. Huh, maybe this is how Rayfa expresses her sense of duty. Ha! Duty. You're professing in a matter, are you not? Then rejoice, for I shall accompany you once again and bestow upon you the royal priest's wisdom. Okay, royal priestess, not priest. That's the best news I've heard all day. No one would dare get in our way with Rayfa by our side. We humbly accept your offer, that's actually a good point. Don't we, Edgeworth? As you wish, Wright. Excellent. Then let us begin with my father's private quarters. We should be able to find some clues there. I shall expose the false charge for what it is. It's the last thing I did. Could it be? Is there a reason she's offensive about Inga because she's a daddy's girl? Fucking maybe. Barhead, let's not waste time. I found this private quarters are located within the royal residence. I don't know, maybe he was like a very good father that spoiled the shit out of her. He might be a complete evil dickhead, but still. Wait, she's sure in a hurry. Right, the minister's private quarters may hold evidence related to his murder as well. Yeah, maybe we should kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Rayfa's awfully fired up. Are we gonna kill Rayfa? Just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find. After all, it's hard to believe that Inga was not in full control of that whole affair. Examine. Bird. Never thought the day would come when we'd investigate a case side by side. Oh, because I never thought the day would come when you'd get sentimental on me. Hey! Come on, right. Time's a wasting. Wait, exactly which one of us was wasting time here? Both of you. No yakety yak? Okay. Nothing? Cool. Royal residence. Yes. Yeah, because his house is right there. Now, if we can figure out which one of these building houses Inga's private court, it's that one right there, right? Why am I pointing? You can't fucking see me. You can't see me at all. Well, the fucking game can't see me. Why am I pointing? That's where we'll find Rayfa. Well, I mean, we'll examine everything else first. And then we'll examine the house. Amara's tomb, the scene of Inga's murder. Poor Maya was held captive in there. The only thing I care about. I think she was actually being held in Karain. If only we had found out sooner. No point in dwelling on that now. All we can do is keep moving forward. Yes, of course. Karain's palace, the heart of the kingdom's government and religion. Yes, the two are inseparably intertwined here in Karain. The religious beliefs of its people touch every aspect of their lives, including legal affairs. Right, like how they commune with spirits in court. Swiss Karainism is the glue that binds their faith, law, and politics together. It may seem strange to foreigners like us, but for some, it's perfectly natural. What a beautiful place! You're not going to comment on it? No! What a beautiful place this is! I've already done enough commenting on that sort of stuff, but I'd be enjoying this a lot more if we weren't investigating a murder. Commoners aren't normally allowed to access the royal residence, you know? Under ordinary circumstances, it would be impossible to take such a spectacular view. Though murder is certainly a unique reason to be offered such a rare opportunity. I mean, we could always kill the royal family and fucking, like, just stay here until we get killed. The place is decorated with all sorts of colorful flowers, and that view from the veranda looks like it would be amazing. Gotta guess, I say Rayfa must live there. Alright. Footprints? There are footprints coming from this residence. Too bad they just kinda end. I wonder who made them and where they went. It was Inga. Didn't we talk about that with... Oh yeah, that's right, you weren't there. Never mind. I was gonna say we did that with Apollo. No, that's what I call an extravagant exterior. Thanks, I do squats. Is this where Inga's private quarters are? Watch your step, right? That urn's been knocked over, spilling water everywhere. Yeah, the ground's soaked. I wonder who did this. Sob. Huh? I think someone's in there. Sob, sob. Father! Sob. Sniffle. Is that Princess Rayfa? There's still so many things I wish to tell you. She's always put on such a brave face. But hearing her crying all alone, I can't stop smiling. Chronos, okay, I'm sorry. I can't help but think of Trucy. Sob. Father. Princess Rayfa? Are you in there? Ah! Just a moment, I'll be right there. Ha! They should have made her have, like, super puffy red eyes. See, funny hair? Well, let us commence our investigation, shall we? Your benevolence, maybe you should rest for a minute. You're eavesdropping on me? Would you? No, I mean the whole fucking country heard you. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. It wasn't like I was spying on you or anything. You stupid barbed plunk. Youch. Are you like hitting me, or are you like hitting with like a staff? You could have feigned ignorance. It's as if your brain to mouth filter shuts off the moment you step out of the courtroom. I'm not that bad, Edgeworth. Yes, we are. Anyway, what took you so long? I was examining everything. Thought you would never get here. You have a lot of nerve keeping a crown princess waiting. Sorry. This is my father's residence. I have already unlocked it, so you can go in. Oh, and be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water all over here. A dingbat dog? That's right. The yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth. I wonder how it got into this area. Do you know what it looked like? Huh. A better thing to do to memorize by some stray dog. You could do a really cool thing and help the stray dog, Rayfa. Anyway, not worth talking about. I saw my father. You want to try that again? Nah. I really hope she's alright. Hello again, Edgeworth. Inga's private quarters. I'm so jealous you have a bust of yourself. Why can't I have that? What is that? That looks so fucking familiar. What is that? Why am I pointing? I'm an idiot. The fucking spray can? That was in another fucking Phoenix Wright game, wasn't it? It's hair dye. It's fucking hair dye, right? What's that from? Which one was that from? Was it recent? Or did my brain actually work for a second? What a mess. You can definitely tell a guy used to live in this room. Yes, Inga and I had at least that much in common. Ah, the staff keeps getting in the way. The staff. Nah! Oh. Huh? Where's Nina? Normally. She really the murderer? She comes running whenever Rayfa calls. That's right. Nina is what? Oh well, you bardhead, come hold on to this stuff for me. Why me? Just take it. It's too heavy. And I'm tired of holding it. How does Nina put up with this day in and day out? Probably gets paid a lot. I mean, you would have to pay me an absurd amount not to have like a brain aneurysm. Oh, I'll just set it over there, I guess. Talk. The kidnapping. Bobhead. I, Royal Priestess the Crane, shall share my thoughts on the abduction. You will? Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often. Yes, of course. We'd be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share, I guess. My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Orb, but it was not for the purpose of a coup d'etat. It was all for my sake. For your sake? The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. And he wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training, I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me. Right, I see. And? Well, do you understand why he did it now? I do, I guess. It doesn't change the fact that Minister Inga was a kidnapper. Huh! But I guess you don't believe he is, do you? Maybe just should have started a fire investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story. Was he really trying to obtain the orb for Rayfa? Somehow I doubt it. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rayfa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow. Who else would fucking do it? I should probably ask her about that. Nina. Your benevolence, I noticed Nina isn't with you today. I know not where she had gone. I haven't spoken with her since this morning. I assume she was quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she flipped me off and just went off anyway. A little after 2. And that's about an hour before the murder. Dun dun dun! Indeed. All the time. Of all the times for this to happen, she normally comes to me the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if her absence is related to today's incident somehow. You think she was unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? I don't know about unwittingly. At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Nana, I hope she is alright. Rayfa seems really worried for Nana. Tomorrow's seance. Every time we talk to you, a new option shows up. I think you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance. Who else if not I? Good point. That was a stupid thing to ask. The thing is, divination seances are all about the victims experienced in their final moments. So tomorrow, Rayfa will experience her own father's death exactly as it happened. Ooh, you know? Yeah, that sucks. That's more than anyone should ever have to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else. What about just calling the whole thing off? It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to. No? Ah! Never mind, I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess. And it's one I intend to fulfill. There's that word, duty. Ha! Well, I guess it's a good time to take a drink, because we're having another flashback. That's alright, fucking Xenoblade Chronos X did the same fucking thing. They show the same fucking cutscene like 3 times in a row in the intro. Performing divination seance is very important for a priestess, but duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Even worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? I mean, that would not be fun. Your benevolence, has Nana served you long? Yeah, she has been at my beck and call for as long as I can remember. I've heard her even she cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diaper. Your diapers? Almost sounds like she could be your mother. And dare. But that is a simple fact of life when your mother is busy being queen, or rich, or just neglectful. Nana took care of all my needs. She is my teacher in all things as well. Rayfa's pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respects. Could that be the result of Nana's teachings? Nah, where could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? I fucking messed that up. Nana, could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Oh, probably. I don't think anyone likes you by default. Chronos, she's fucking a child. I know. Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled of late. Of late? Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. I suppose now will truly never abandon me. Upon her return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage. And yet I can't shake the feeling that Nana's connected to this case in some way. Hello? What the fuck? It's hair dye, right? It was... Oh, shit. Was it last game? The fucker... No. It was not the university one. I don't know why. I was like, it was that fucker in the stone Elden Ring monster teacher case. No, it was someone else. He kept changing hairstyles. What's this? Je suis la belle? Oh, it was, the wrestling one. It was when it was in the wrestling place. Never thought I'd see this brand again. It appears to be a sample of some sort of spray-on hair color. Color, jet black. I wonder if Inga was going gray. Here, Dwarf, maybe you can use it. I like my natural hair color just fine, thank you very much. His desk is crammed full of documents. I was actually more interested in the statue. They appear to be paperwork for our executions. But for this many cases? Indeed, something is rotten in the Kingdom of Kharain. This one dates back to 5 years ago. Something tells me he simply kept putting them off because he hated doing paperwork. That was a nice bed. What's this? This is most likely a special ink pad for the Justice Minister's stamp. His insignia is carved big and bold right on the lid. Talk about overkill. They really have to mark everything you own? Steroids? It's a syringe and a vial. Those are for my father's back pain. He said it really helped when the pain was particularly unbearable. It was that bad, huh? He must have been injecting some sort of painkiller directly into his back then. Oh. I mean, okay, he must have had one of the attendants do it. And my father said his back pain could knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. I've experienced some pretty severe back pain of my own. Well, we can't have you throwing your back out in court, so why don't you take a vial? No thanks. I hear your body's built up a tolerance. I hear your body builds up a tolerance to that sort of thing. Yeah, you can, yeah. And it can lead to addiction depending on how strong it is. I thought you didn't want them. Yes, he's parking in them. I'm going straight to a chiropractor as soon as I get home. Oh, what, you gonna talk shit about chiropractors? No, I think generally speaking, they offer some good services. It's just that the internet has unleashed the fucking snake salesman oil chiropractors upon the world more so than they already were. Like, sometimes I've seen fucking, like, these short videos like, this girl couldn't walk for 10 years and this chiropractor saved her life. Like, oh, come on. No, they fucking didn't. Right? That's not how that works. Is there some benefits to it? For sure, probably. Are you gonna stop fucking, I don't know, paralysis with it? No. Can you cause paralysis with it, depending on how bad you fuck it up? Absolutely. There's some muddy shoe prints here, come to think of it. There's some spilled water by the entrance. Somebody must have stepped in there before coming in here. It's like the massage people too. Like, I love massages. I no doubt they help with stress and muscle fatigue and muscle pain, but there are some out there fucking just, oh my God. It's just, I don't know. I guess in every era of humanity, there's gonna be like some sort of snake oil salesman or just fraud. It's just kind of insane what people will believe when it comes to like some, well, pseudoscience, really. Again, I definitely know they have some benefits to the human body, but some of them go kind of insane. They're already dry. That means they're at least several hours old. I would love to get a massage, actually. My fucking shoulders and back definitely need to fucking be stomped on. And someone needs some of the bad today in the early afternoon. Our servants clean this room each day. Here in Korean we have saying, leave not today's untidiness till tomorrow. Mine is why clean up today when you can leave it for tomorrow. Mine is why clean up. There you go. This notepad must have belonged to Inga. Let's see. Purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on head. Inga notes, Nana, purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on head. Dirk, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Phoenix Wright, spiky hair, blue clothes. Pink necktie. We have a pink necktie? What is that? I don't remember us having a pink necktie. A red one? Back to menu. Yes. No, I don't need to save. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, yeah, I mean... Yes? Still looks red to me. That might be my monitor, though. Gonna be colorblind. Unless that's happened in a couple of years, no. Actually, I passed the colorblind test and it's pretty fucking... Not perfectly, but it was pretty good. It's a long time ago, though. Like 8 years ago? It's not really that long, but still. That's strange. These appear to be notes detailing people's most prominent characteristics. Hey, there's even some stuff about me in here. That's interesting. Why would he bother doing this? Huh. I'm afraid I can't answer that. Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. Huh. It's as though he was taking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of, anyways. A brilliant deduction. One fitting out of a chief prosecutor such as yourself. I commend you. That's high praise coming from you, benevolence. Edgeworth's right. They do look like dictation notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Nana, who's he must have seen every day? Huh. Okay. That is interesting. For channeling purpose? No, you don't need to know what they look like. Well, no, okay. You need to know what they look like. You don't need to know clothing or tattoos or glasses. Huh. Okay. Chair looks like it's modeled after Inga's suit jacket. Oh my god, I thought it was his jacket on a chair. The backrest even has those fancy buttons of his. I imagine they make the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit in. Yeah, there's his back pain. Actually, they served to massage the pressure points on his back. I thought that suffered from terrible back pain, you see. Yeah, I know, we were just talking about it. I wonder if it really works. Take a seat. Okay, you know what? We'll finish examining this room next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye. Later? Fucking tomorrow or next episode. Bye.